Rainfall Confessional, Chapter 9. There it is. There it is, future me, so you can just look it up and be sure that... I mean, like, I record whole chapters, so it's like you can just see it by the date of the recording, Safi. I don't know what you're being weird about. But, Rainfall Confessional to me implies we're going to do the rain scene, which, again, how do I explain this right? How do I explain this without sounding a little snooty, you know, a little snooty about it? In the original game, like, what was it again? You get the Mia chapter, where Mia where we, after this adorable scene and such a good week, we get Mia is basically a giant, you know, and then we get, nah, I'm crying. It is such tonal. Listen, I will never shut up about the conspiracy about the demo. I will never shut up. You can't stop me. Developers could walk into the room. I don't care. Fingers in my ears, as they say. Fingers in my ears. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So nothing in there anyway. That's why I gotta plug them, otherwise the echo gets stuck. So, it's been a while since I've, Catharsis! I always thought that word was bullshit, but after my little breakdown in front of, Stefan Ava, I've been feeling, I don't know, free? Well, it was a dreadful muddled fog before. The month was just suddenly swung by in the blink of an eye. Oh man, it's like, we need to go forward. We need to get to the resolution of the contest. We can't sit still, but we also have nothing to do in between. Nothing. The whole Ben thing, we're skipping that. We're there. We're there now. It's getting colder. Rainy shitty. But hey, my apartment's furnished now. And I got a good laptop and a TV I can watch some shit on. But it's still very clearly an apartment that an 18-year-old guy lives in alone by himself. But it's it's mine. I still have a feeling, I still feel lingering anxiousness about the conversation I've yet to have with Olivia. This bit is, been like my second... Oh wait, the pit's been like my second... Jesus! Do you know what paragraphs are for, buddy? This is where you might put a paragraph break, buddy. Like, I get it, right? You are entirely at the whims of quotes. Quotes are when you do new lines, but this is such a great spot to paragraph cut, because you're going there now. This is a whole separate topic, and that's what paragraphs are for. They're separate topics. They're separate thoughts. If you remember your old English days, the idea of it's called a core sentence, and it's like the thing the paragraph is about. You know, the bed's been like my second home. It's become a real routine for me. Every couple of days, I'll go in, and even if I don't follow, just hang with the crew there. They have a little gym, which I've been using to work out in. Beats buying an actual gym membership, you know. And Stefan is a good guy. A really good guy. Talking more and more. Tells me about his daughter. Apparently, she's like top athlete in her school. Yeah, pretty cool. We all know where she gets it from, though. Olivia, she's, getting, withdrawn again. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she's sensing my anxiousness and is leeching into her. That implies that you've been smooching. Maybe it's just seasonal change, seasonal depression. I have no goddamn clue. I've been doing my best to be supportive, but honestly, I'm still... Hold on, this song is way too... Safi, the music is too optimistic. It's... Oh, okay. I'm not thinking. Let's put on Skin Row Soul, since we're being a contemplative little baby boy. Also, I want to listen to Skin Row Soul. It's just one of the fun songs. Jazz. I have no damn clue. I'm doing my best to be supportive, but honestly, I'm still clueless as fuck when it comes to this shit. I think she really did do it, and she suspects that I'm aware of it. She's worried that I'm gonna snap at her, probably. I have to speak to her soon, otherwise it's gonna fuck shit up, and I won't let that happen. Scala has been going around inquiring as to the yet anonymous artist, but obviously no one has come forth to accept it. Even a glory hog at this school would never dare to claim something fraudulently as theirs. Artists take that shit serious. I'm not the only one that's noticed Olivia's testy mood either. Even Damien's getting cautious, mostly because unlike before, he genuinely has no idea what the fuck is wrong with her. Neat. That's interesting though, because Damien always felt like he kind of just sucked it up. He's got that social intelligence, and he just kind of puts up with it. Him backing down should mean something, and I hope it is. I don't know if he was in the original, though. In preparation for the cold this season, I bought a badass brown leather bomber jacket with a fur. That's a bit much, man. You're still in, like, the Mediterranean climate. It's not that cold in winter. And I looked it up. California has a Mediterranean climate near the coast where this supposedly takes place. At least that's what I've been consistently told, that this is West Coast. Makes sense. It got that Californian charm to it. Of, like, Jesus, nobody wants to live here. I've never been a fashion guy, but really even I can admit that this jacket is dope as fuck. On my way to the metro this morning, I sneer up at the sky in annoyance. This shit's gonna be pissing, and my dumbass doesn't have an umbrella. Oh, I was planning to fly like good old Icarus, so I'm giving the sun a little what for ahead of time, you know. I could probably take a detour to some store and grab one, but that'd make me late, and I can't deal with that garbage today. I'll just have to get wet. Because of how shit the weather is, Charlie has us play dodgeball again. He's got that... Now that you mention it, I guess it would be... Considering the people that write this stuff, yes, it's probably the fucking Leon jacket. Although Leon doesn't wear a bomber. Bomber jackets are very specific. Did you know that they were worn by people who went up in the sky so high that they got really cold, and so they need a nice thick jacket? It's very cold up there, I've been told, especially when you move very quickly in, say, a plane. It's very strange. Maybe the altitude has something to do with it. Listen, I don't know a lot about stuff. I always went like, listen, how can it be so cold up on the top of Mount Everest? There's so much stone underneath you. Shouldn't all the gravity make it warmer? And it's just very confusing to me, you know? You're closer to the sun. It should be warmer, waggles my finger. I could probably make a detour to the store and grab one, but that may be late, and I can't deal with that garbage today. I'll just have to get wet. Because of how shit the weather is, Solid just play dodgeball again. Ends up devolving into a war between me and myself. I finally managed to clock that bitch on the nose with a ball today. I'll call that sweet revenge. Art is thankfully one of the periods where Olivia seems to be a little bit more normal. The Articon's presence is one is to lift us out of our funks. Today is the day they're announcing the semi-finalists for the contest, which is such a big deal they apparently cut the school day in half. It's right after art design, AP art design. So the Articon seems content to give us the period to do whatever we want while takes a little nap. A sleepy guy. Oh, because he has cancer. That's why he's so sleepy. Also because when you get cancer, you just stop giving a shit. It's like, man, I'm going to be dead in a year. Fuck you. I got shit to worry about. Right now. It is a superpower you didn't know you have. Until every day starts to matter a little too much. I have a Leon jacket too. It's pretty comfy. Well, I imagine. Why else would Leon have one? He's not going to walk around in an uncomfortable jacket. He's a Secret Service agent. He has money. A lump sits in my throat as Olivia and I idly chat. I have to ask. I have to ask. Wait for a pause in our conversation. An opening. I find it. I put my voice at a low register. I don't want anyone else to hear this. Hey, Olivia. She glances over, brow upturned. Oh shit! No penis? I must have said it weird. I try to swallow the lump in my throat, but it doesn't go anywhere. Hey, can we talk? At lunch, I mean, after the assembly? In private? She seems confused by the question until I stutter out the last part of it, at which point she stiffens, her eyes widening ever so slightly. Her gaze snaps down to her desk as she begins to gently wring her hands. No hint of red on her face, though. This is just anxiousness. She nods without a word. I hesitate for a brief moment to reach out and put my hand on her shoulder. I get a look of shock. I just nod back. No smiles or nothing. I just nod. It'll be okay, I promise. Her eyes scan mine for some sort of meaning. A hint on anything, but take my hand off and we just sit in silence for the rest of class. Soon enough, the bell rings. Again, break your paragraphs, buddy. This is the time. Their paragraphs are not that big most of the time. They're bigger than a line, but you know. Soon enough, the bell rings, and our class is ushered by... Oh, I thought like the class is in the period, not the class is in the body of students. And our class is ushered by Yarrican into the auditorium, We end up both in front row, as it's where the designated handicap spot happened to be for Olivia's chair. She's fretful the entire time, and to be frank, so am I. Scalar yammers on about unimportant school bullshit for what seems like a dog's age until it's time to announce the semi-finalists. A dog's age? Of course, she makes one final plea for the mystery artist to come forward. As the question rings out, I look at Olivia. She's staring at me, caught like a deer in the headlights, as we lock eyes. At that moment, I knew it for sure. She did it, and I need to know why. The assembly promptly comes to a close, and Scalar dismisses us to our early lunch. We sit there for a good long while waiting for the rush to die down. Olivia looks at me in desperation. She doesn't want to do this. She knows what's coming now. I look back down at her. I don't frown, I don't smile, I don't penis my brows for this one. As we walk through the halls, I glance out the window. It's raining. I plan to take her to one of the tables outside, but not in that weather. Instead, I guide us to the library. Why, Usher, take us there. Like, I get that the point is that he's a rich boy, so he knows some fancy words, but come on, man! You're pretending to be so fucking street for a guy who uses words like Usher. As I expect not a soul in here. Like, I would love it if that's more of a character point, but it really doesn't feel like it. He's just a fucking asshole. As I expect not a soul in here right now. Not even the librarian. Olivia seems to have drawn in completely on herself, quivering and shaking. We sit at the farthest table in the corner, completely isolated from everything else. It's, quiet. Hold up, we need some tense music. And luckily, there is a tense theme. Foreboding tense? Or just... Yeah, we'll just have to go with this, I guess. Again, use some more paragraphs, man. It's good for, you know, structure and brain structure. You might think it's all just words, but it's not. It's quiet. Olivia refuses to look anywhere near me. I can only stare at her for what feels like an eternity before I let out a rattling sigh, which finally draws her attention to me. Why'd you do it, Olivia? Hold up, I want to know what this is. What song is this? Violet Emperor. Hold up, I want to know what the song is like, so that I have a vibe check. Okay, that is some fucking great ambiance. Good choice of music there, person who makes this. That is an actually very nice song track for this. It's got a similar vibe to this, but a bit less, you know. It's got a different timbre, a bit more existentially terrifying. Why'd you do it, Olivia? The words hit her like a gunshot, and she looks back down at the table. Her bottom lip quivers for a moment. Don't you mean her bottom snout? Sorry, like flashbacks to nothing to something. And then she just starts crying. Well, you did it too, buddy. Don't even pretend. Everyone is crying around here. She completely sinks into herself, resting her arms on the table and burying her face in them as she heaves out, shuddering sobs that wreck her entire body. It hurts. It hurts to see this so fucking much. I don't ask the question again. Eventually, she manages to calm down enough to look back up at me. Her gentle silver eyes are marred by red lines and mascara's track marks. She hiccups as she tries to speak. I didn't have a choice. My expression of neutrality doesn't change as I study her face. As she wipes at her eyes with her sleeves, continue. Your sleeves are just covered in mascara, and what are you doing? Use your hands at the minimum. Ugh! Fuck! You're smarter than this, Olivia. Man, I got some people posting me some shit. I have got sick moves, like a granny on narrow stairs. The jacket is talking to me like that scene with the Green Goblin. I think you should get a jacket that has an ego score you can deal with, buddy. That's from D&D. And 3.5, that thing's called egos. I don't know if ego scores were a thing in AD&D before. Not a topic I look too much into. I fucked up. I know I shouldn't have done it. Yeah, that doesn't answer my question. My voice comes out again, laced with the tiniest hint of stern frustration. But why? She digs her claws into the table. Another slob slipping on its way out as she stares at me. I didn't expect you. At that, my eyes widen slightly. What, me? She shakily nods. When I first talked to you, I thought you were just some asshole. Some out-of-state punk who didn't care about anything or anyone but himself. I felt my eye tag at my chest painfully. She wasn't wrong. Sure, you didn't care about my wheelchair. But I thought that was because you didn't care about anything. Then, Yadakon's class. After that, you started... support. For fuck's sake! Goddamn. Listen, I get it. The central morality is supporting people. I'm kind of sick and tired of it, okay? I'm kind of sick and tired of people just using the words and saying the thing. And, like, it's not Dora. You're not writing Dora. You're allowed to have people say things in their own way or just leave the moral as an ambiguous concept. You don't have to use the fucking words every single fucking time. Oh. Damn. Making me feel better about myself. Making me feel like I wasn't just little Miss Cripple. And then I went and I did. She looks away, planting a hand over her muzzle and wrenching her eyes shut. Another stifled sob. Takes a hand off and continues speaking, but those eyes ain't opening. Some stupid, selfish, idiotic part of me wanted to push you away. That was the part of me that did it. I was hoping you'd figure it out. When you did, you'd hate me! And everything would go back to normal. And the party happened, and I realized how fucking stupid I was! I don't want that anymore, but it's too late. It's too late. How ain't you? My voice whips her eyes open towards me. She takes in my expression. Pain. You know, you're a man who's been stabbed in his life, I presume. So that says something. When men have emotions, they matter. When women have emotions, they just gotta calm down, you know. Oof, that is such an asshole anon thing to say. You know he would. He's only with Fang because he can't process the concept. Or something, I don't fucking know. I hate that you did this. That sets her off again as she buries her face back into her arms and unleashes a mournful way that threatens me with tears of my own. Olivia, you were right. You were right anyway. She peeks up at me from her arms, rivulets of tears. Fucking rivulets. I get it. The plumbing is leaky. I was an asshole. I still am an asshole. The things I done, I didn't come to Volk out there lost because I wanted to, Olivia. I was sent here. You've seen bits and pieces of how angry I can get. That's one of the many causes. But I'm trying to get better. I want to be better, and it hurt me when I thought it was you that wouldn't have done it. Because it would have taken everything from me. I would have been fucked, done for, gone. Her breath hitches, but I continue. But remember what I said at the party? Let's figure it out together, okay? Or did she say, oh, no. Like, again, fucking, I nod, giving her my best, do my best to give her a gentle smile, which fades as soon as I speak again. You're fucked up. There's no way to say that gently. Why not say that? Why not there's no way to gently say that? Really bad. If I hadn't caught it, I don't even want to think about it. The accusations that would have been levied against me. This violent freak forced this fucking girl in a wheelchair to make out for him. You heard not a hiccup from Olivia. No! I want him angry! Get mad! You're a mad asshole! Be a mad asshole! Fuck me up! Goddamn! I don't want a nice guy right now, okay? This is the moment where his character flaw screams and makes me feel so, yeah. Drama, crisis, character development. I hear another hiccup from Olivia and I look back at her. She looks angry. Not at me, at herself. That's something I'm fiendly familiar with. I would have gotten away with it just like that, too. Just like fucking Ben. Oh, we're not doing it. Fuck you, writer. Come on. He's an angry asshole. Shouldn't he lose control? Are we doing this already? Because if we're doing it, then why the hell are there 25 chapters? This feels to me like the central point of this guy. Or there's a deeper problem we have to establish later down the line. I don't fucking know. But come on. At least give me the idea that he's... What the hell is this? First game removed from Nintendo Switch Online. What the hell? Looking through the source code of Command and Conquer games, released some fun stuff in the comments. Hack alert! This unused string here is to stop Watcom from crashing. There is some magic text heap length that causes a crash before the code executes. This dummy string changes the text heap length to stop the crash. Who knows why, but it works. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. I love shit like that. At this point, I don't give a damn about how good this way is. I'm doing it anyway. Our RNG is basically shit. Horrible non-random at the start of the sequence. Get a few values of random to get rid of the dreck. There's no mathematical basis for this, but empirically it helps a lot. For int poo equals 0, semicolon. Poo is less than silly. Oh, it's an unsigned int? Ugh, I don't want to hear about those. Those are nasty. Ignore the result. I noticed that the Tiberium tiles are scragging in multiplayer mode. Scragging is a tile of random colored pixel. Yeah, but every time I would scroll to the bottom, and there was some Tiberium on the field. I would also just scroll. Man, I love this shit. I love shit like this. I love it when developers have the most esoteric problems with their fucking software because computers are just a heap of magic and we're pretending it's normal. Load-bearing coconut. Oh yeah, the fucking wizards are not immoral. I love that one. Some advantage to civilian or mutant villages so that they don't likely be destroyed in a multiplayer game. Maybe they plant Tiberium. Tiberium should spill from a destroyed harvester. Multiplayer map should have more than one entrance into the likely starting areas for the players. This is needed to make complete blocking of access to space very Man, I know very little about Tiberium Sun. I know that I tried to cheat once, and I somehow didn't do it. I had a really easy cheat method, and it just... even then, I couldn't figure it out, because I'm just that stupid. Hey, we're reading a chapter. We're almost halfway through. Chapter's going by pretty quick. Oh, we're like a quarter in, actually. I lean forward and clasp my hands together. He puts his hands together! I asked him about that, you know. He didn't go into detail, you know. You tell me, what happened with Ben? She takes her claws into the table again, scratching shavings out angrily. She spits his name out. Hey, I'm the one with the anger problem here, bitch. I'm the one that's gonna carve this table up. And he takes out a switchblade and just starts carving like, I'm gonna win this one. You ain't out carving me. They used to call me the Ripper, the Slicer, the Harvester of Organs. You killed people? Nah, I was a surgeon. You don't want to know how the hell a guy like me becomes a surgeon in a place. But I assure you, I didn't kill nobody intentionally. Ben, he's the one that did this to me. Turn me into the sad fucking little monster I am. No, you turned into this monster because you were a sad sack. And you refuse to own up to the fact that you have more agency than you do. CNC generals and... I remember generals. Do I remember generals? Or am I... Hold up, we're going to Wikipedia for this. I might be thinking of a different one. The Generals series. Yeah, oh no, yeah, 0 Hours is a Generals game. That's what I'm thinking of. So yeah, I remember Generals. I like Generals. You know what I just fucking love, right? That Tiberium ended and I never knew about it, and it's like it turns out that the guy who ran the Nod guy, he was an alien! And he was right about everything all along, and I'm like, you know what? Fucking gusto for landing that one. Hey, go for it, buddy. I kind of like the idea, because usually it's like, no, he's a scam artist. He's a cult guy, but no. Turns out he was 100% legitimate. Man, the aggravated reviews. What is this? Who the fuck sorted this list? I remember Yura's Revenge, though. Red Alert 2. That's the one that I remember the most. I remember all the fucking CDs. There's so many fucking CDs. You have no idea how many Every time I wanted to install there, I was like, this many CDs, and there's the code. You gotta enter the code. You have to enter multiple codes. Ugh. It's fucking great, though. There's a remastered collection? What's in there? The first 2 titles. Ah! Was a cool series, though. It taught me that if I want to escape capitalism, I must go to space. That's the one thing I remember from that game. It's important. And they have little astronauts and little jetpacks. And you can use a magnetron to lift things up and then drop them back down. Oh, I love the slave harvester that Yuri used. I think one of the guys barks just like, "We need more!" And I love that one. He sounded so nasty. I'm behind on quota. You said you were friends a long time ago. She nods bitterly. How do you nod bitterly? I don't even remember how we became friends, though. But we were around each other a lot in my last year of high school. He didn't care I was in the chair. Didn't treat me any different. He was cool. Was. I gently lower my chin onto my fist, listening to her. Your freshman year, he changed. He was only on the student council as a secretary. And it was back during the first year's arts show. I worked all fucking summer on it. I like that, again, this contest takes place. You have to enter in the first fucking week of the year. So if you're a freshman, right, you have to know this contest is there before you show up, which I guess is like, the idea is if you care enough to make, if you care enough to know about the contest, you just... That landscape you went crazy for. Dreamscape. Oh, hell yeah, this guy knows that that's how you do that. Nice. She almost gags the name out. Ben started advertising himself as my friend. Like he was such a big man for being friends with the girl in the wheelchair. Fuck, even as his friends started doing it. To his credit, he admitted he was doing it too. He spouted some bullshit about being down on his luck. Fuck him. But even a week later, suddenly everyone was kissing my ass. And I was eating it up because I was starved for attention. I was thrilled. I was going to win. Then Damien showed me an article in the newsletter written by fucking Ben. Listen, I don't want to know if you fucked Ben, but can you stop about your sex life? Oh, hi, Mark. Half of it was just some bullshit about the other submissions, and the other half was nothing but that talented poor girl in a wheelchair. All praise about how determined I was. Sir fucking Prize. Oh wait, no, it's surprise, sir fucking prize. My piece wins. Felt so fucking hollow. All my effort over the summer shat on by this fucking thing. I don't know if fucking is where she would put the emphasis. She slams her fist into her wheelchair's armrest and looks up at me. She furrows her brow, lips curling up angrily. And the worst fucking part, he thought I was going to thank him. He after he used me like a fucking stepladder. I told him to fuck off, and he just looked at me like I was from another planet. And then what did he say? Oh, I'll never forgive him. I swear. This is your only chance of succeeding out there. I just wanted to give up. I took it all. The money, the exposure, his fucking safety net. Just took it. Because he's right, and I hate it. I really, really, really fucking hate it. She brings her sleeves up to her eyes and wipes them again. At this point, your sleeves are like 90% mascara. After that, I just shut everything out. Everything and everyone. Even my own family. It's all his fucking fault. Isn't the only family you have your dad? Because like you always go like, oh, the pains in my family. She looks up at me, silent now, studying my face. She furrows her brow, my unnatural poker face. Well? Well, what? That's it. That's the truth. I just want to graduate and get away from her. Away from him. He ruined my life. Because of him, I'm not Olivia. I'm Olivia, the sad, poor cripple. Forever and ever. Oh, that's bullshit, Olivia. What he did was fucking stupid. It wasn't hateful. It was just stupid. It was fucking stupid. Gross. You know, a little dumb-tarded. But he didn't make you do what he did to me. But he didn't make you do what you did to me. Oh, sorry. So, what? I'm the reason my life's so fucking shitty? What are you playing at, D? You can't use the fact that Ben had some fucked up little plans as an excuse for the shit you pulled. You said that, claiming to be this independent girl that was nothing more than to just be a girl in a little fucking wheelchair. But you're sitting there, wallowing in your own despair. You heard yourself? Calling yourself the poor, sad cripple. Drowning yourself in the miserable reality you paint a fucking gorgeous reflection of the world around us. Boo-hoo, you said it yourself. You swapped the submission. Even if it was some shitty part of you that didn't want to feel anymore, it was still fucking you. You gotta take responsibility for your actions, Olivia. That's a lesson I had to learn the hard way. It's hard, but you gotta. God, that was rough. No, that's your natural state. Olivia shock turns to a glow and she hisses at me quietly. Fuck you. She's mad, heartbroken, but there's something else behind it. Trust. Fuck you. You're right. I know all that already. I'm the first person to tell me this. Yet again. How am I supposed to do this? Yeah. I guess we'll have to figure it out together. Any ideas? I don't know. I guess we could start by you telling the Atticant how you feel. Then we can move on to the others if you're up to it. To be honest, I just kind of want to forget this ever happened. I got it early and they have no idea who it is, but even still, I want you to keep trying, okay? She turns towards me, staring for a brief moment before she suddenly leans forward, wrapping her arms around me and drawing me into a tight hug. I'm a little shocked, but my body moves on autopilot and reciprocates, squeezing her tight. It's a short hug, one that, quite frankly, I don't want to be so short. We have to pull away regardless as she smiles at me. I'll keep trying, D.